Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour. Welcome back to another Pro 2v2 match. Now, we don't have many 2v2s that I post on this channel, but I believe we've got a decent one for you here today. Down in the bottom left, you have the purple China Vanilla. This is OOE ExCaL. And then up at the top, supporting him on his team, this is the red DoMiNaToR. This is HuMMi. All the way up at the top right, we have the cyan GLA. This is OOE Marakar. And then down in the bottom right, we have the man himself, the purple. Sorry, not purple. What am I talking about? The blue DoMiNaToR. This is Fargo. So this is a replay from around September of 2022. So about nearly 3 years old. Go through my hard drive every now and again, trying to dig out the bestest of replays. This map is called Overland Offensive. It's one of the original 0 hour maps. That's why you're not able to place a supply properly. Although ExCaL probably wanted to do this a little bit so we can place some mines. But it is a bit of a weird map. You've got that supply. This is the more unsafe one. Could be good for a truck rush, which is what ExCaL is going for. And HuMMi, or Humanity as he used to be called, securing some in the middle here. I think he also got the cancel there on Fargo's tunnel. Not sure if he got the refund for it or not. But ExCaL is trying to get in here on the box of Fargo. But Fargo, historically known to do quite decent boxes on his workers, and therefore the truck is not able to get in. Marakar is now out with a technical. Dropping off a more forward tunnel here. Looking like it's got a nice solid base so far. Humanity, or HuMMi, though, is here with some RPGs to defend this. Now, what is inside that exactly? I think some RPGs at least. Not a TNT. But the plan was clearly to go for a double on Fargo, and that is what's come in. It's actually a TNT here from HuMMi, combined with a Gatlix and the truck rush of ExCaL, but it's not quite worked out. The TNT did not hit the arms dealer. Maybe he thought it would be safer to hit the supply. And Fargo remains well and truly alive. He will come back from that. That's a nice little rebel there, though, from HuMMi, killing some all-important workers. This supply has actually been TNT'd before the mines apparently got up. Technical will be cleared. Is that the last dozer of ExCaL? ExCaL is now going for some oils. This one and this one. And this helix is a speaker tower helix. So Fargo's going to be in a little bit of a recovery mode for the next 1 minute or so, because he's lost all of his workers on that second supply. Looks like he lost some there as well. He also got it TNT'd. But now Marakar is pushing into HuMMi's base. This is very bad news for HuMMi. I don't think he's going to be able to hold this. So many RPGs and quads. Really good combo for chewing through the Scorpions. Marakar also grabbing himself an oil there and on a third supply. So Marakar's in a really good position. If Fargo just stays alive, meanwhile Marakar keeps pushing, and it should be all good for the Marakar and Fargo team. And his main supply there goes down. Gives him some veterancy on these quads. Would have been better to sell that, because then these quads won't get stronger. Because now they can eat through these tunnels more quickly. Yeah, a lot of players don't sell their buildings when their stuff is dying. You're giving XP to the opponent, and you're also making their units stronger in the process. If you're going to lose the building for sure, sell it. You get your money back, and you stop the enemy getting XP. It's a no-brainer to do that. Marakar is losing the supply here in the middle, whilst HuMMi tries to hold. There's too many RPGs here. Marakar just needs to concentrate on these few RPGs that are remaining, but I think he's looking in his base. Helixes for ExCaL are trying to get done what they can. HuMMi coming back in and out with a few Scorpions. But Marakar, once again, not paying attention, not retargeting. Fargo, I think, is beaconing here, indicating that he wants to push on ExCaL's base. But Marakar, at the minute, he does listen to Fargo, actually. He's going to lose that position now. I think just cancel all that stuff. Take off the oil here of ExCaL. HuMMi is now collecting there in the middle. ExCaL now looking for some action there in the middle with these 4 helixes. Where is he going to go? Maybe on Fargo's base. And he probably will get Fargo's base because Fargo and Marakar are both now inside of ExCaL's base. So you've got a bit of a base trade situation. Even just like one Stinger might have been enough to repel that. Stinger and a couple of quads, maybe. ExCaL does hold on his base with the Gats, Flamer, and an outpost. HuMMi still collecting here. HuMMi collecting there and there. So he's on 3 supplies still. ExCaL does lose 1 helix. Another one is low. It's getting sandwiched in a little bit. There's quads absolutely everywhere, completely surrounded. And all of them elixirs now are going to go down. Marakar's beacon in here. But every single elixir is going down. They got good damage done, but also killing them is also good damage for the Gilles. So the problem is for the right team now, the HuMMi's back on 3 supplies as the Tox. You can start that all-important Scorpion spam. Fargo indicating that he wants to move out once more. I swear that supply was there before. Wasn't it? Yeah, the helixes must have killed it and then he's moved it. ExCaL's just placed the barracks to clear the debris from the oil. Still no mines in this position. There's a Gatling cannon there, though, on the south position. Army's moving back and forth. Yeah, ExCaL beacon in this forward tunnel. Army will pop to try and stop that. This is quite a decent army here from ExCaL and HuMMi. Scorpion tanks, Gats, Flamers, Outposts. A real mix of units. That forward tunnel there of Marakar does get stopped. Marakar building his first black market. There's a hell of a lot of quads here in the middle. This whole middle position might get cleared out, but also wonder if Fargo's base is going to get cleared out. There's buggies out now for Marakar. Whole middle position does look like it will surely be cleared. But eventually these buggies will be able to pick this off because there's no long range here. Unless ExCaL's going MiGs, then he'll be able to maybe suicide a MiG for a couple of buggies. Yeah, MiG does come in, but he's actually trying to go after Fargo's workers there. I think that was a mistake. Because Fargo already has a bunch of workers here. He's not trying to worker hunt him or anything. Fargo looks like he might be migrating fully to the middle after losing his main base. Does still have this position. ExCaL's got a CC and a prop up on the high ground at the far left side of the map. Palace going up inside of ExCaL's base from HuMMi. Artillery from ExCaL. I don't know if that's a double or a triple. Looks like a triple. Completely wipes out the oil. There is one more oil remaining. That one's cleared. That one's cleared. The last remaining oil then belongs to Marakar. Marakar still collected on mid. Fargo collected on mid. ExCaL here with a Vet 3 Flamer trying to take down the supply of Fargo. Gets most of the workers, but one remains. But this position will be held. Fargo building a CC. ExCaL actually has the most XP, mainly from them elixirs wrecking the buildings, I think. ExCaL now coming in with his MiGs. Loses 2. Not the best hit in the world. 2 MiGs, 2 quads. Not worth it because the MiGs are more expensive. But the problem is for the China, ExCaL, is that his money's going to dry up soon. With no oil, and that one's slow collecting too. He'll need to move the trucks from there. Yeah, money will start to become a real problem, especially with the 2 GLAs on the right, collecting from the middle as well. And HuMMi's gifting a load of kills here to this bunker. Yeah, I don't think engaging that was the wisest thing to do. It was pretty fully loaded. Maybe didn't expect that many RPGs in there. And it's also firing like kind of up a cliff and still getting some decent hits. ExCaL really trying to kick Fargo off this position. HuMMi's still fighting for the mid. That flame is going to be pretty nice. Oh, the Rebel Ambush does stop it. Rebel Ambush does stop it. Nice save there from Fargo because that Flamer would have wrecked everything. So it was important to get that CC up and have level 1 ambush. Very important. Problem is Fargo is walking straight into a flame wall here of ExCaL. ExCaL bringing all of his trucks now. That's a really nice kill there because there's so many RPGs there. Rebel for HuMMi. One of the big strengths of Tox. Just the technical with the Rebel, and it can flush out any building so quick. Happening over here too, but from Fargo this time. A big fight over the middle here, and these extra supplies. 2 supplies dotted around everywhere. Nice buggy kills. Loads of MiGs coming in for ExCaL. Wipes out the supply of Fargo. ExCaL is also here with the flame wall. This base does get totally cleared in the end. So Fargo's in a bad way. It's going to probably come down to Marakar then, who does have power. He's stolen a dozer. And he's also got a few markets counting up as well. So it might be Marakar now against two players. Marakar will need to get a decent pop on the ExCaL mix to try and get him finally fully out. Because it's about to be out of income soon. Humanity is now pushing middle. Scorpions. It does look like Marakar might get cleared here. There's a battle bus here from HuMMi as well. Gamma bus. Yeah, going to be difficult to get that back. But with that Scud Storm, where could that Scud Storm hit? ExCal's actually made a few hackers. Scud Storm would be probably good on the Palace. You get the hackers too. Might be good between there as well. Get both for the War Factories. Probably get the hackers too. Generally, if in doubt, in the Palace is always a good bet. Marakar will need to try and hold on now. He's got power, so we can produce double speed. All of his units can produce the black markets at double speed as well. The benefit they've got over humanity is, or HuMMi, is that he's got no black markets. None of the secondary income. And Fargo is making an attempt to get this position back down in the bottom right. Marakar in hold mode at the minute. ExCaL coming in. Maybe he's going for the Scud. Marakar needs to be careful that those bombs don't hit his tunnel. Was ExCaL thinking to come in with the MiGs, or is that level 3 artillery going to be enough? I think Marakar's scared of the MiGs. He's going to watch out for the MiGs. But if that Scud Storm gets anywhere near 100%, which is getting very, very close, then I don't think that level 3 artillery is going to be enough. I think the level 3 artillery in the carpet needed to hit at exactly the same time. ExCal's just circling in the mid now with the MiGs. HuMMi is pushing on the ground. Is Marakar going to be able to hold this? It's quite a force. All the MiGs. Battlebus gets taken out as well, but Marakar is holding so far. But this is the position they need to worry about now. Fargo is collecting again down in the bottom right. Does have a bunch of quads. And he is circling these Scorpions, trying to pick off the weak ones, which is like that one. Marakar now coming in with the buggies, going to try and finish these off. If they did start firing there, you could have turned your attention with the Scorpions to try and pick them off. HuMMi now making a few black markets. He's got a few Scorpions lying around. Yeah, good position for a supply. You can long distance collect from there as well. Wonder if ExCaL will bring his trucks to also collect from mid. Looks like it's just HuMMi on the mid. That's an EMP, so that's going to delay the Scud for a bit. Marakar's close to level 5, so if you can get a decent sneak in ExCal's base whilst the MiGs are landed, then that could get ExCaL completely out. There's a few MiG pickoffs there. So Marakar's got the income from the markets. HuMMi's got the income from the middle. Does not have worker shoes. It's got one real market now. ExCal's done a good job at spreading his MiGs around. He's got some up there, also some here. Here's a sneak. The MiGs are landed. Very nice hit from both players, really. All the MiGs dead, but all the quads are dead too. ExCaL coming in with loads of MiGs. He's going to kill his own power, but it's probably better. I've actually adjusted the particles on my screen, so only 1,000 like particle effects show now. Apparently it helps reduce the mismatches. That's why sometimes the particles aren't showing. But yeah, this part of ExCal's base is a little bit devastated. He has the 4 MiGs remaining. ExCaL now coming in with the carpet. ExCaL coming in with the carpet. Scud Storm is ready. Some units got picked off there as well. Scorpion gets sniped. Jean-Michel is just still chilling there. Scud Storm is ready, but I don't think he knows where to fire it. I don't think they've scouted enough for the base. Even there would be good just to kill all them workers, stop them collecting. I think, yeah, I'm not sure where the best position is. Let's see where Marakar has gone for. Looks like he's gone for ExCal's base. Wants to get him totally out. Or is he going for the palace? It's not the greatest hit in the world, is it? ExCal's also got 4 hackers there. I don't know if he moved them out of the way. Are they the same ones from before? It might be. Well, they died in the in the big attack earlier. Well, Fargo is back to save Marakar here. HuMMi continues to come in with the Scorpions. But they are getting wrecked now by the RPGs and by the buggies. Sneak attack from Marakar. ExCaL is on the way, though, with the MiGs. Maybe that was a little bit premature, the sneak, but the few quads popped actually made the targeting difficult there for ExCaL. In hindsight, it probably would have been better to use all 4 MiGs on the sneak, get it completely out. The 2 quads, yeah, would mean you wouldn't be able to land, but now look at the problem. It was a difficult decision that ExCaL had to make in about 1 or 2 seconds. Probably in hindsight, better to get rid of that sneak. But I suppose HuMMi is here. But the Scorpions got artillery coming in. Is on one of the markets, partly the arms dealer. Fargo's still in with quite a decent army. Where is he going to attack? Don't think attacking into the bunker there is the best thing to do. But the Scud Storm, less than 3 minutes again. Still a tunnel here that does need finishing. ExCaL now with only 4 MiGs. Still has the hackers here on the low ground. But I wonder if they've been revealed now from the sneak attack there from Marakar. Yeah, this bit's been bombarded quite a lot. That's the arms dealer and the black market. Both down to the hole. HuMMi with a market now in the middle. Jarman on a bike, running around, causing a bit of mischief. He's probably wanting to get after them hackers. That would have been a beautiful target. This Fargo army, is that going to be a bit of a problem? The buggies being brought in as well. I think this ground army is a little bit too strong now, even with the help of the MiGs. Those quads just press X a little bit. There's also a few GPS. Too many targets maybe for the MiGs. Although there are 4 MiGs. Could be an EMP. Disables one of the quads and one of the buggies. Sneak attack now on ExCaL and HuMMi. ExCaL coming in with the MiGs. The sneak attack gets shut down. Yeah, HuMMi's been sticking with Scorpions pretty much throughout this. But he's just consistently being picked apart by the buggies there of Marakar. Are they GPS'd as well? Yeah, they're GPS'd. So they're really hard to like chase after with the MiGs. Marakar building more and more markets in the back. Looking pretty good for Team Marakar, Team Fargo, I think. That's a nice flamer though from ExCaL. Gets rid of the CC of Fargo, I believe. He's not gone for the old double CC strat here. So he will be without a CC now, unless he decides to start selling some stuff. Maybe if he sold the arms dealer, I think he might be able to squeeze a CC out. I think that would be worth it. ExCaL's hackers remain alive somehow. And all these workers trying to survive there at the side of the mountain. Scud Storm is ready once again. Where is he going to fire it? Some of the MiGs there of ExCaL getting picked off. I think only 2 survived. Scud Storm is ready once again now from Marakar. We shall see where that's going to hit. Beautiful hit. It'll get a market. All of these workers gives him the bounty money. And it's got the all-important hackers there of ExCaL. It's looking pretty bad now for ExCaL HuMMi, I think. Does HuMMi have any markets left? He's got 1, 2 markets. Marakar back with the Jarman kill on a bike. Don't think it's worth it because it's like cost 2k to make that in total. 1.5k for the Jarman, 500 for the bicycle, motorcycle. Snipe that, bunch of stuff. It's not worth it overall, I think. It's a really decent position for a sneak. Yeah, this is over, I think. Really nice sneak there. Oh, Marakar's here with the flamer as well. Marakar's always doing cute little stuff, isn't he? He always is. ExCaL has to sell the prop. That's a really nice flamer. Marakar knows there's mines there, though. Oh! Don't know if there's lag involved here or something. That usually messes up the flamer. The ExCaL CC is going down. What is that? Maybe a mine drop on the sneak. Yeah. Artillery also now from ExCaL as well. ExCaL has to sell a war factory to squeeze the CC out. One of the important markets of Marakar gets picked off, but he does have a bunch more. Double ambush from HuMMi. Might have been better further back. Some of them died there to the mountain. Ooh, ExCal's... Is that his last dozer? That is his last dozer. Yeah, ExCal's last dozer has been picked off by the rebel ambush there of Fargo. Beautiful ambush there from Fargo. So ExCal's out, so he could surrender and give power to HuMMi. Or HuMMi should probably surrender and give it to ExCaL. Yeah, generally you want the better player to be in control. However, if HuMMi does quit, ExCaL won't get the bounty money of the Tox. But he will have the support powers of China, though. But HuMMi generally doesn't like to quit. He never offers to quit. He'll play to the death. And as his teammate, it's unlikely someone's going to say, get out of the game. You need to leave. Let me have control. We've got more chance. Otherwise, it creates a bit of an awkward situation. But yeah, HuMMi very rarely wants to quit. Very rarely. Okay, plenty of beacons going around. Fargo with the beacon here. ExCal's beacon here was probably to indicate there's too many markets to deal with. I don't think that HuMMi's going to be able to win by himself. ExCaL has been defeated and HuMMi has been defeated. What a game that was. Overland Offensive. Really, really nice game. You don't see that map played that often because it's like an official one. It's a bit wonky. It's a bit weird with the side paths. The two supplies aren't in the most amazing positions in the world. I think it probably could do with a remake, to be honest. A remix to modern times. But well played there to Marakar. Marakar was the MVP with the super weapon. The scud over and over again. Even though it didn't do that much damage like the first hit, but he was making the market, still in the power. Really decent attack early on HuMMi. And yeah, sadly, the double on Fargo in the beginning didn't really cause too much damage. Fargo was able to recover from it eventually. Maybe if it had hit the arms dealer and the supply, the TNT had got the double or something like that, or got Fargo completely out, and they could have 2v1'd Marakar from there, but Fargo is still in from that point and still killed like 70 units. Marakar destroyed absolutely loads. And ExCaL did well as well, killing 125 there with the China. So GG, well played. Let me know your thought in the comments. I will see you in the next one.